and welcome back to the House of the Stag podcast. It's time. It's finally time. House of the Dragon arrived. The first episode aired last Sunday, and I did my review. So, George, what did you think about the first episode of House of the Dragon?
I liked it a lot, actually, which may or may not be a good thing since you and I are nerds, and we gotta see how it does with the casuals.
You don't think the casuals will like this one?
They would. Let's just say Milady got a little confused with the number of blonde people. And
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It
yeah,
definitely is, but I think they've done a pretty good job in explaining everything. That's why it was a great decision to start with the Great Council. So you get the themes and the overall plot right from
Yeah.
the get-go. It's thrown at our faces. If you think back to Game of Thrones episode 1, back then I was confused. So many
Yeah, it's true.
characters, so many plots that were stirring up, so many different things thrown at you. I think that's just how it is. It'll probably get way better when we get to the Stepstones episode. Like, these are the things that people will get behind then. Right now it's just about setting everything up, and yeah, it's gonna be for the broader audience. This time period is definitely a match made in heaven for HBO, because all those dragon battles and stuff, they will come.
Yeah, this is it.
Now,
Maximum dragons.
yeah, so right now let's enjoy it for what it is, because if it's just battle upon battle upon battle, it's whatever for me.
Yeah, it's great. The only downside is no Bran.
Well,
Why
it
did you
took
think I came all
3
this
minutes.
way?
Oh my god. It's never gonna stop, is it?
Well, I was reading like some people are saying they emphasized the prince that was promised and all that. Turns out it's not a Targaryen on the throne. It ends up being Brandon Stark.
Stop.
You know?
Just stop it, man.
Well, I was like, if you think about it this way, since
No.
Brandon is actually the student of Bloodraven, who's a Targaryen bastard. So in the end, a Targaryen was steering Bran on the throne. So it's still a Targaryen, because
No.
Bloodraven is part of Brandon now.
Oh, but it wasn't even Bloodraven in Game of Thrones. It was Max
Yeah,
von
I don't
Sydow.
care. They never said he was not Bloodraven, therefore he is Bloodraven. It's just in this universe, like Bloodraven fixed his eye or never got injured. So, so Bloodraven didn't have to lose an eye, dude. Unless he came out and said, "My name was not Brendan." By the way, he is Bloodraven.
For fuck's sake, man.
They did say like he's like thousands of years older or something. I that's just a lie. Take that out.
I lie. Take it out. Wasn't my beloved brother, nor did he love me.
That is true. He did not like bitter steel.
That is true. But let's talk about the episode.
That is true.
What were your personal favorites, highlights of this episode?
I enjoyed the Daemon stuff. Daemon as attorney and Daemon listening in on the small council meeting. It establishes that he's ambitious, but also he has the bare minimum respect and loyalty to his brother, Not like he's gonna go kingslaying anytime soon. So he's a wild card, but they established like he does a line. He does have a line that he doesn't cross easily.
Yeah, he has his boundaries.
Yeah.
Very great. That's why I loved them showing how much of a show this was for Daemon. That he really enjoyed killing those people or cutting some limbs off, and that was very important because he was very charismatic up until this point. You gotta question this guy all the time. Like, you gotta sit back and think about his actions. And I think that's what we're heading for. And Matt Smith is phenomenal. Really, really good casting here.
I was reading like on Reddit or something. I think someone said they never actually showed him saying that. Like, it could be that the White Worm was saying it and he was just trying to protect her,
I don't know. I think it was done on
they
purpose.
can make this up. This is, if they had to like change this detail, it doesn't mean all that much to me, honestly.
Yeah, but I think he definitely said it.
Well, at least he's not, he showed his respect by not having sex at the brothel. He's just drinking.
Yeah, I guess. Very respectful.
Very respectful, in my opinion. Showed great restraint.
But I like the small council in general. All those motherfuckers are just in there for themselves. It's very, very well done. And as we've said in the weeks prior to this episode, this is some of the stuff that we're looking forward to the most, and I think they've done a pretty good job so far.
The only like downside on the small council is they didn't really establish like strong and the Maesters. They're just kind of in the background where we focus on like Corlys and Hightower.
I think that will still come. We didn't even get that much Corlys. I think that
Yeah.
will still come now that Rhaenyra is Viserys' heir. They had to condense this stuff and put a lot of shit into the first episode. If you asked me like a month ago or something and about Corlys and how much screen time he will have, I'd probably say 15 minutes just in the very first episode. But no, not that much in there so far. Obviously, they have to establish Lionel Strong and Lyman Beastbury.
He was holding the crown. The new trailer.
No, that was either Eric or Arik Cargill, one of the Cargill twin brothers.
Oh, I got confused.
I'm a bit confused, Sansa.
Shasha, please. Because I thought that's what the Harwin actor looked like.
No, that's one of the Cargill brothers.
Arik and Eric. Or they're going to be Eric and Eric. I think they're going to be Arik, right? Or it's going to be really confusing.
Probably Arik and Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, as I said, I think we're still gonna get a lot of small council stuff this season. Already like Otto and Daemon, like that back and forth there was very, very good.
Oh, that was funny. So we got the bronze pitch.
Yeah.
You like her so much, how about you should go warm your bed. Some people thought like the first episode wasn't that funny and we needed like a Tyrion or something. I was like, Daemon was pretty funny.
Whenever we had comedy, it was Daemon delivering it. It wasn't much, but it was there. I really like how it's done so far. I like that it's dark. That's something that I liked the most about this episode, was that it was so dark.
Yeah. I just like they should try to introduce some intelligent jokes, not like the Varys Tyrion jokes, but season 2 Tyrion jokes. Like the ones that actually have something to do with the plot.
I'm sure that will come with Otto and Daemon. I'm sure it's not gonna be sad and dark all the time. I think that's still gonna come, but it was very important to lay the foundation and to introduce all these guys, and they handled it very seriously, which I was okay with.
Yeah, and I thought Rhaenyra was kind of funny when she was hanging out with Alicent, the free banter.
Millie Alcock is really, really good.
Yeah.
She's great for this role. It pretty much goes for all the actors so far. I'm really impressed with the performances we got in the first episode.
Viserys touching the fire. I guess Targaryens should be, heat resistant enough to briefly touch the fire. Like Oberyn can do that. It's kind of a trick. I can probably do it.
Didn't think they made much of a deal about that, actually.
Yeah, I like Ryan Condal. Don't go there. I swear to God. No.
He won't. I really doubt that.
Yeah. Plus, they have to like cauterize his wound on the back since he just got cut by the throne.
Oh, I already love it. I might just get my Maesters Conspiracy. And that gets me so hyped. The way they were showing these little scenes with Otto always talking to a Maester, and we never get to really hear what he's saying, or he cuts away, or he tells them to not tell anyone about Viserys' wounds, even though right now Viserys' wounds won't have anything to do with the conspiracy. I think they're setting up his relationship with the Maesters, and that might come in handy later on. And that gets me really excited.
Conspiracy.
Fuck yeah. I need that shit. Didn't get it in Game of Thrones. Finally give it to me.
Yeah, start burning some glass candles.
Stuff like this. We were talking a lot about it prior to this week's episode. So, man, I hope this is what we're heading for.
Otto to Alicent. Execute Order 69.
What?
How do I learn this power?
It's not
from a scepter.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude. Reddit is so funny.
Come on. You were reading this. From somewhere.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's on Reddit. I did not make this up.
I thought you were funny.
In any case, yeah, that was a little sus. Yeah, I wonder if the fans are gonna be used to all the time jumps we're gonna do.
Yeah, next week's episode's promo, or in general, the promo for the upcoming weeks showed a very, very mega pregnant Alicent. So we're in for a smaller time jump soon, I think. And then I think probably around episode 6 or 5, we're in for the big one, like years down the line. Because we can see a very, very old Viserys.
Dude just wants to play with his toys.
Yeah, I wonder if he built that whole thing. It's very artistic.
Well, they should be like close enough to the Doom to know what Valyria looks like, I guess, which is pretty cool.
What did you think about the prophecy thing? We've been talking about this in great detail. So now seeing it on screen, what do you think about it?
I thought it was fine. But, you do get into the thing of why keep it a secret, You roasted Arryn the Black just so you can save him. Oh, you don't want to die by ice? How about you die by fire? I don't think it's a huge deal. For me, like the White Walker stuff is just seasoning. I'm here to see like dragons fight dragons. Honestly, it's just a plot device to remind. Oh yeah, White Walkers are still a thing. It's not gonna be a huge deal.
Yeah, which is the thing. It's gonna be interesting to see how much this actually matters in the great scheme of things. Because if Rhaenyra's whole thing is gonna be, I have to be queen so I can save Westeros from the White Walkers, then I think it's a very bad and poor choice.
I mean, on one hand, she does know about the White Walkers, and then on the other hand, her dad literally named her heir. So, she does have the legal right to be the queen. So they don't have to contradict,
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't take too much away from the Dance of the Dragons.
Yeah, the thing is whether she's going to be able to tell that to the Velaryon kids or somehow she failed to mention it to Aegon or something like that. I think that's all it's going to amount to is who eventually knows. And then the knowledge gets lost until potentially Aegon the Fifth and Rhaegar.
Could be. I mean, if it doesn't advance, or if it's not something that Aegon III knows, then it's already gone. And that would make it fine. I'm not too mad about it yet. I don't think it's gonna be as important as we think. Maybe it's just a subtle little throwback, callback to the original show. Like, look here, we're connecting these things. Which is something that I hope they are very careful with. I hope they don't do it like Disney. I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah, it's like the clone trooper in Obi-Wan,
Yeah, that is fine. But if you just connect it for the sake of connecting it, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But let's stop with that. I really, really, really liked this episode. I think this was the best piece of Westeros content on our screen since 2014. Since season 4. Yeah, definitely. Without question. I enjoyed the dialogue. It was very, very refreshing to see them having actual human dialogue, not fucking PR machines that have to deliver baddest line after baddest line. I really liked how these characters were talking.
Also, now they're actually having that fake Renaissance talk instead of be like, I just went and take a shit. They're not talking like us.
Which is how it should be, in my opinion. Like, this is how it should be done.
Yeah, dude.
They can say,
isn't it funny? Like, Feast for Crows has been brought up twice now. Once by like Ramsay preparing for Stannis, and then the second time is here. Is it like HBO's favorite book, The Feast for Crows? Are they this based? Is what I'm saying.
I don't think it's HBO's favorite book because that's pretty much where all the shit started by them not adapting a lot of Feast for Crows. So I don't know. Maybe it's their way of saying, sorry, I know this book exists. Maybe next time.
Very based.
Daemon is very, very based. I mean, way he's handling himself. Really like it. Again, Daemon was a huge highlight for me. Rhaenyra obviously also very good. Viserys is a bit different to the source material so far, but I think that whole wholesome father is gonna come in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah.
Now that
he did pull the kind of a they were making him kind of a dick in the middle with the childbirth thing, but also they didn't go all the way through, you know. They give him the easy way out, like regardless, Aemma was gonna die.
Yeah,
It wasn't like asking him to choose between the baby and the mother.
that whole birth scene, let's talk about that for a minute here. I wasn't too sure about it prior to seeing it on screen. I think it was quite powerful. I think they did a good job with that. It really helps us understand where Rhaenyra's resentment for the system is coming from, which is something that you actually nailed. Like, you predicted this
Yeah.
exact thing to happen, that this will be used for us to understand Rhaenyra.
Yeah, because the way when I heard like they were actually gonna make Emma into like an actual character in the show, I was like, that's probably the point. Yeah, it's well shot. It's gruesome. I was half expecting the baby to come out with like wings and something weird.
I was waiting for that.
I guess not. It's just a regular baby.
But it was gruesome enough. Like, how far do you want to go with this?
Yeah, nah.
I thought about it like, oh, come on, man. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm fine. That was enough. Great job done by the actress as well. Really liked Sian Brooks' portrayal here.
And she's a half Targaryen, in case people didn't catch on.
I mean, she had the wig.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, people were confused why an Arryn would have like silver hair.
Okay, yeah, but well, it's still incest.
I think the part of all the difficult childbirth are due to incest.
I mean, that would
Pretty much.
That would
right?
pretty much yeah. I mean, that's
why Aegon the Conqueror has such a rough time. All of Rhaenys' kids are bastards, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah. Like I'm trying so hard just to get Maegor out.
Like that's another thing that we were doing, or they were presenting a lot of lore. We obviously got that whole Nymeria stuff with Alicent and Rhaenyra. Corlys is definitely going to talk about his voyages a lot in this season, I think. So they're laying the foundation for future television series. And yeah, we shall see where it goes. I need someone to just openly say dunk and egg. You know where I'm going? I fucking want my dunk and egg. Fuck any show, I need my dunk and egg. My dream television show.
And also, like, dunk and egg will be so cheap to make.
Yeah,
and
it
then,
depends on how.
Of course, you have the trial of the seven. That's gonna be the big action.
And then later on, a lot of other stuff as well. Like they can do a lot with it. Like they can really show how the countryside of Westeros looks from a commoner, small folk point of view. So they can do a lot of world building, which is what I would love to see.
Maybe Martin should just finish Dunk and Egg first, since it's a much more achievable book. Just finish it up so people can make a show out of it.
Dude, you know what? You are gonna respond to the comments about that one. I'm not doing that.
Dude, you should just finish Dunk and Egg at this point. Because, how hard could She-Wolves of Winterfell be? It's not that hard of a book. It's just them chilling.
Anyway.
Yeah, it probably takes half the time to write the entire She-Wolves of Winterfell to like one Cersei chapter and wins.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he is headed with that whole Winterfell stuff and what's going to happen down in Winterfell.
Probably where Egg finds out about the White Walkers.
Targaryen dreams.
Targaryen dreams, bro. It's the only way.
Yeah, I like how that's serving. That's also serving as it's just a catchphrase now. Like you can answer everything with that. Didn't like season 8 episode 4? Well, Targaryen dreams.
Targaryen dreams. I mean, I guess there's a lot to go before now and the tragedy at Summerhall, which is a big deal. I had to go from wholesome Aegon to I'm potentially sacrificing my whole family Aegon.
That is the ending for the Dunk and Egg show. The way I would see a Dunk and Egg show is with a lot of creative freedom, but with the counsel of George R. R. Martin, like we are seeing it now on screen with House of the Dragon. It's not as hard to write about these two characters. You have a lot of source material, and you definitely have a laid out overall story that you can adapt. Like, people always say, those books are not finished. Well, they kind of are. We know the story. We didn't have that with A Song of Ice and Fire. We didn't know where it ends. It very clearly ends. with Summerhall. And
Yeah.
if they are really so keen about doing a whole cinematic universe, then with the birth of Rhaegar, you already have the next show. You already have the next one. You can finally do your Robert's Rebellion. I think there might just be a bigger plan behind all of this. To connect it in a way that makes sense and to connect it in a way that is different to a lot of other cinematic universes are doing it. And man, I gotta do this fucking video. I've been toying with the idea of making one for a long time now. Guys, let me know down below if you would want a video about the cinematic universe. Anyways.
What else is there?
Not that much.
They're setting up for Krakus Crab Feeder.
Definitely. He's gonna be one of the big baddies in this season, I think. That is the storyline for the more casual audience. That's the sea battle one. That's the dragon action one. It's already in episode 3 or 4, I think. So that is the episode that will be massive. Like clips going all around the world. It's gonna be this one. And then this talk of this being not for the casual audience, how are they gonna like it, will die after this episode, I think. Because you got fucking Caraxes flying over the Triarchy, burning all those poor fuckers down. You know Daemon will be brutal in this episode. A lot of gore, a lot of violence, a lot of dragon action. That's the one. But yeah, George, overall thoughts about the episode. How would you describe it in a couple of sentences, and what rating would you give it?
I'll give it like 8.5 or a 9. I enjoyed it. I feel like it's catering more to the book readers. It dumps a lot of character in instead of combining them. You know, I enjoyed it. It kind of builds the conflict pretty well. You have the subplot with the pirates, and then you have Daemon being in the line of succession and all that. I don't think it's confusing to the new people. And all the actors are really good. Viserys was good, Daemon was good, and young Rhaenyra is like really good. I'm pretty interested to what happens next.
Same here. I think they did a great job in introducing this story and slowly building these characters. I think that's something that will continue until we get to the Stepstone stuff. Afterwards, it's gonna be the new guys. Then we will likely take a bit of time to introduce the new actors. But yeah, I really liked it. Thought it was really good. Definitely better than what we were used to in the last couple of years in terms of Westeros content on television, and can't wait for next week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Please consider subscribing. We've got a lot of stuff coming out very soon. Take care and see us later.